Hello everyone, my name is Ranger Elizabeth, filling in for Ranger Aaron this week, and today we are going to wonder who pollinates.
Pollination is the way that plants reproduce. Since plants cannot get up and walk to each other, they rely on insects, animals, and wind to do the work for them. During pollination, the pollen from one plant is spread to another plant of the same species. When a baby plant gets pollinated, it produces seeds. These seeds can then spread to grow new baby plants. Pollinators, like bees and butterflies, rely on plants for their food, either through drinking their nectar or eating their seeds. While visiting flowers, the pollinator accidentally picks up pollen and then proceeds to drop this pollen when it goes to a nearby flower.
The best way to spot pollinators is to simply camp out in an area where there are lots of flowers. So today I'm out in a park, but you could even do this at home if you see flowers in your yard. So just camp out and see what sorts of animals visit these flowers for their food. You're likely to see all sorts of different types of bugs like bees, butterflies, moths, flies, and ants. You may even see a bird or two visit. If you're really lucky, you could see a hummingbird who loves to drink nectar out of long, skinny flowers. And one that you're not likely to see because they are nocturnal are bats. Many bats will actually drink the nectar of plants and spread pollen when it gets attached to their furry bodies. The best way to encourage pollination is to plant flowers, especially native flowers, to encourage a healthy population of pollinators to visit these flowers so they can get their nourishment. Here we can see an example of two native species. This here is milkweed, and this one up here is purple or blue mistflower. Other ways that you can support pollination are to decrease the use of chemicals on your flowers or garden beds, because these can be harmful to pollinators and can cause them to get sick or even die.
Pollinators are an important part of nature. Pollination makes sure that plants can reproduce and spread. Without plants, we would not have oxygen, fruits, vegetables, or nuts. Or we would not have the animals that rely on plants for eating, like cows, pigs, and chickens.
For today's activity, we are going to be making a bee watering station. So just like you, after bees exercise all day long, they get super duper thirsty. And not all bees live next to a water source that is clean and consistent. So one way that we can help support pollinators is by placing small watering stations near flowers that might be in your yard. So the supplies you will need is something to hold water. So I have my watering can, a shallow dish. So I have a dinner plate. I also have the top of a Tupperware container and a flower tray. You will also need something to put in the bottom of your bee watering station. I have marbles, or you can simply use rocks. So all you will do is choose what you will make your watering station out of, fill it with marbles or stones. These will act as a place for the bees to stand while they drink water. Because bees can't swim, we want to make sure that they have a safe place to stand so that they don't harm themselves. Once your container's full, simply place it next to an area with lots of flowers. So I'm actually going to place it right here because I see lots of bees on these flowers, and fill it with water so that it's deep enough for the bees to drink, but there are still stones exposed for them to stand on. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me as we answered the question, who pollinates? Plan to take some sort of hike in a park or walk around your neighborhood where you can spot flowers and see how many different types of pollinators you can count. Thank you so much for joining me.